Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mad Frank, and welcome to Mad Frank Presents. Tonight's movie is for gardeners and for anyone else that's interested in man-eating plants. Let me hang up my cape and we'll talk about it. Hi, Harvey.
I'm Mad Frank, so tonight's movie is for gardeners.
That's right.
I like vegetables, but vegetables don't like me.
Well, that's not the case with tonight's film. You can watch right from over here. George. Let's get you going. You don't have any trouble with man-eating plants, do you? Not anymore. Not anymore. I guess not. Miss Frizzy, come on out of that bag. How are you? Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have any difficulty with Triffids, do you? You're so funny and so correct. About tonight's film. It's entitled Day of the Triffids. It stars Howard Keel and Nicole Morey. The film begins with a blinding meteor shower, which you can take literally. It's especially devoted to the British, the French, the Spanish, and to scientists who live on an island with a lighthouse. Sit back and relax. Why don't you make yourself a green dinner salad and enjoy it if you can during Day of the Triffids. Roll it!
In nature's scheme of things, there are certain plants which are carnivorous, or eating plants. The Venus flytrap is one of the best known of these plants. A fly, drawn to the plant by a sweet syrup, brushes against trigger bristles. Just how these plants digest their prey has yet to be explained. There is much still to learn about these fascinating eating plants. This is a newcomer, Triffids celestis, brought to Earth on the meteorites during the Day of the Triffids.
confirm that the world is witnessing an unprecedented shower of meteors. There is no record of a display such as this in recorded history. At observatories, astronomers are noting this fantastic phenomenon and are carefully calculating the effect on our solar system. The consensus of opinion is that the meteorites burn up from the intense heat before they reach the Earth.
The show of meteorites continues unabated. This is a thrilling, once-in-a-lifetime spectacle that simply must be seen.
Once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Free tickets. Take any seat in the house. Here I am.
Here's Dr. Soames to see you, Mr. Mason.
Look, Doctor, why can't I take a look at what's going on outside? You're going to take the bandages off in the morning anyway.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Mason. After an eye operation such as yours, it's best to wait the full 10 days. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Nurse Jefferson.
Yes, Doctor. 8 o'clock.
Well, have a good night, Mr. Mason.
Thank you. See you in the morning, I hope.
I hope so.
I'll have that cigarette. Open your mouth, please. Now, this should give you a good night's rest. Lie back, Mr. Mason. I'm going to put your bed down.
Miss Jameson, are you really as pretty as they say you are?
By tomorrow morning, you'll be able to answer that question for yourself.
Tomorrow morning. Do you really think I'll be able to see?
By tomorrow night, you'll be in Southampton, on board your ship, and ready for duty.
Aye, ma'am.
Good night.
Good night.
We interrupt our program to remind you that a spectacular display of meteorites is still turning the night sky into a blazing display of fireworks. All over the world at this moment, astonished...
Look, I can't leave this specimen at the moment. Why don't you go up the tower and have a look? It sounds very spectacular.
Sure it is. Some tobacco company probably found a new way to light up the sky to sell more cigarettes. Where did you hide it this time?
It's in the cupboard. It's always in the same cupboard. I was hoping we could get back to dissecting that stingray this evening.
Here we go again. The subject is Tom Goodwin, brilliant marine biologist. I'm bored with stingrays. I really don't care why a stingray stings.
What do you care about, Tom?
You really want me to tell you?
You know, sooner or later you're going to have to face the fact. Day and night. Drunk or sober. In a lecture room or a lab or a deserted lighthouse off the coast of Cornwall.
The hell with it. Meteors and all, who cares?
I care what happens to us.
Karen, you're a nice girl. Heaven knows how you talked yourself into marrying me.
All right. What do you want us to do?
I don't know what you want to do, but... Well, I want to get away from this island. Look, all this pretense of doing important experiments.
It was your idea, remember? 6 months away from the university, a time to do field work.
Oh, let's clear out of here! Look, let me go back where I can buy a bottle of scotch whenever I feel like and not wait for a rotten boat to bring me a single bottle every 7 days.
What about the equipment?
Leave it.
What about the fish?
Oh, throw them back in the sea!
Fine. We'll leave the island tomorrow. The boat's due in the morning.
Hello, I'm Tony Tilton. I'm General Manager of MCAM, Moorhead Community Access Media. MCAM is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we bring you the Moorhead Access channels throughout the city of Moorhead and in the whole metro on Cable 1. MCAM is in major need of replacing some aging gear, so we're asking for your help. MCAM does what it can with a small budget, but now we need some help, and so we're having a capital campaign. MCAM is hoping to raise around $10,000 for equipment needed and several thousand more for streaming and for programming purchases. We appreciate your help, so please go to our website, moreheadaccess.org, and click on the Donate button to directly donate via PayPal. MCAM looks forward to providing you with local and regional coverage of what you enjoy. Thank you for your donation to Morehead Community Access Media. The Morehead Access channel can be seen 24/7 all over the world. Morehead Access is live streaming everywhere, so you can see us on anything with web access. Use your phone, tablet, computer, smart TV, or web-accessible DVD player to see us on whatever size screen you want. Just go to moreheadaccess.org and click on the big live stream button. Then click on the viewer, that's it. Go to moreheadaccess.org and click to live stream the Morehead Access channel.
Life, love, and tears are all on Morehead Access on Access Drama. Featuring some of the classics of Hollywood and stars like Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart, Access Drama is on Morehead Access. Get the schedule at moreheadaccess.org or check your local listings. Watch Access Drama on Morehead Access.
Have you been watching The Watchmen? It appears the Watchman just made his last round. You might say he retired without benefits. If you should ever hear a sound, a dripping sound coming from your home, let's hope that it's coming from your faucet.
Matt Frank.
Oh,
Matt
hi,
Frank.
Icky Bod.
Did you see what happened to the watchman?
Well, I was just commenting on that.
If he's a watchman, he should have been watching where he was going. And there appears to be a subplot. It seems that there's a scientist, Dr. Goodwin, and his wife, who is isolated on a remote island with a light tower.
And the guy doesn't like stingrays, he doesn't like experiments, he doesn't like his wife. Is there nothing we can do for this poor fella to make his life better?
Yes, there is. We can send liquor and cigarettes.
Matt Frank, hi. Sorry we're late. We didn't have a chance. We didn't have a chance to view the first part of the show.
Yeah, can you fill us in? We have inquiring minds.
Inquiring minds. I'd like to inquire where their minds are.
Well, the first part of the show started with a blinding meteor shower.
Oh, that's my favorite kind. No water.
It was of reds and greens and blues. It was terrific.
You mean like fireworks? I like fireworks. Maybe we should go back and watch the first part of the movie.
Yeah, I have it all set up in the film room. We can do it.
No, don't replay the film. Don't watch the meteor shower. No, I wouldn't do that.
Hey, we're big boys.
Yeah, it isn't X-rated. We can take it.
Yeah, but it may have an adverse effect on you.
Adverse effect? Are you kidding? Adverse effect? What's an adverse effect?
I think it's something like the measles.
Whoa.
Yeah, we gotta go now, man, Frank.
Yeah. But don't replay that film and don't watch that meteor shower. I'm warning you.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
What do you think you are, stupid or something?
Hey, have you ever had the measles?
Matt Frank, do you think they're dumb enough that they would replay that meteor shower?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Eight, 9, 9. Miss Jameson. Hello? 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 Miss Jameson? Dr. Soames? Dr. Soames.
Bill Mason.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't wait to get those bandages off.
You can see, Mason?
Yes. But I can't believe what I see. What's happened?
Would you please take me to my office? Now try the other eye. You certain the beam's on the pupil?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's enough. Is the blind drawn in here?
Yes, sir.
Would you be kind enough to pull it up?
What is it, Dr. Soames? What's happened?
The optic nerves are gone. The glare of the meteorites last night. You were probably one of the few people left in London who can still see this morning, Mason. I don't envy you. I don't think I'd care to see the things that you're likely to see. In the outer office in my desk, you'll find a black leather kit. Would you be good enough to get it for me?
Of course. No, it's not there. Ah, here it is.
No sign of the boat?
No sign of anything. Should have been here hours ago.
There's nothing on the radio either. I've been trying all morning. I suppose you're losing valuable drinking time. I'm sorry.
Look out. Repeat. The entire population of England appears to be afflicted with blindness as a result of watching the meteorite shower last night. This is the Royal Dockyard at Devonport. A number of naval personnel have escaped blindness. We are trying to set up a rescue center. All those who are still able to see are urged to make their way to the dockyard. Urgent warning. All of England appears to be infested with a strange new plant that can inflict a fatal sting. It is also rumored that this plant can uproot itself and move about. If you are blind, stay indoors. If you can see, keep a constant lookout. We will return to the air with further bulletins. Stay tuned to this wavelength. Please remain calm. Do not move about. The only danger is that you will injure yourselves or accidentally start fires. Do not smoke. Do not light matches. Stay clear of all electrical equipment. We are doing everything possible to get help. We will.
Are any trains running?
I don't know. Suddenly it went dark and I can't see. Can you help me, sir? Please, can you help me?
Beg pardon, sir. You helped me out.
Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help overhearing.
If you could just help me to a taxi.
If you could just make a telephone call for me to my
I'm
wife.
happy to pay. Please help yourself to my purse.
I'm sorry. There are no taxis. And the phones don't work. Were you in that train all by yourself?
I was in the luggage van.
What are you doing in there?
I ran away from that stupid boarding school.
Where are your parents?
I haven't any. I'm part of an estate. The bank in London takes care of me.
Well, the banks are closed.
Why is he barking?
I don't know. Come on, we find out. That's nothing. Come on. Stay here. Come on, let's go down to my ship. Let's see if we can find some rocks. Come on. I can understand French.
I can.
What's he saying?
All services stopped. Will continue sending as long as he can.
That's a big help.
Approximately 400 miles east of New York. All officers, crew, and passengers suddenly stricken blind. If you read me, come in, please. SS Midland calling. Mayday, mayday. If you read me, come in, please.
Radio Tokyo です。こちらはラジオ東京です。ただ町ジャッカジです。皆様はこちらが立ち上げます。助けろ人待ちます。もしもしこちらは立町は火事です。
Paris, ici Paris. Tous les gouvernements sont priés à envoyer immédiatement leurs représentants au palais du château pour discuter
He says they're calling a meeting.
Tous les gouvernements sont
A
priés à
disaster
envoyer
meeting.
immédiatement leurs représentants au palais
Du
du Chaillot
Chaillot.
pour discuter le désastre. Ici Paris, aussi long
Must
que
be others
possible.
who can see. We could just make contact.
Flight 356 from Cape Town calling. Request tower standby for emergency landing. Please talk us down. Flight 356 from Cape Town.
Fuel's just about gone, sir. How much longer? Any moment now, sir.
For emergency landing. Please talk us down. Tower, can you read me? Tower, can you read me? Mayday, mayday. Tower, please come in.
I've got the passengers quiet again, sir, but it won't last much longer. They want to know what's happening. I've got to tell them something.
Tell them everything's all right and not to worry. Tell them to fasten their safety belts and we're coming in to land.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your safety belts as we are about to land. I assure you, everything's all right. Thank you.
Fasten your safety belts, please.
Mayday, mayday. Tower, please come in.
meeting in Paris, if we can make it.
Watch the Access Mystery Movie on Moorhead Access, with classic thrills from Bulldog Drummond, Sherlock Holmes, Dick Tracy, and many more. Don't fall off the edge of your seat and don't be caught off guard. Find the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your cable listing. Access Mystery Movies on Moorhead Access. Classic Kung Fu films featured on Moorhead Access with Chopsaki Cinema. Watch the action legends of Kung Fu at their best on Moorhead Access. Get the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your local listings. Chopsaki Cinema on Moorhead Access. Combat Cinema on Moorhead Access. Bazookas, explosions, and marching. Check your cable listing for the perfect place to find danger, tanks, and bazookas. Find the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your cable listing. Combat Cinema featuring heroic strategy and, of course, bazookas.
Ichabod, this movie has a little something for everybody. I mean, walking plants that can devour people.
That's right. And imagine trying to outrun a plant that moves at a quarter of a mile per hour.
So far, we've experienced a plane crash, a train crash, a burning city, and a sinking ship.
And now Howard Keel and his little girl crossed the channel to Paris.
Isn't that touching? This is truly an international film, a family movie. What more could we do? What more could we give to the movie viewer?
Well, how about some popcorn?
Oh, it's carrier chicken. Look at here. Nice landing, carrier chicken. Dear Mad Frank, I am writing to inform you that I will be arriving at your studio disguised as a major household appliance. You can't be serious. Disguised as a household appliance?
Well, when I came into the studio, I noticed that the microwave was missing.
He goes on to say, my mission is to fold, spindle, and mutilate your mad programmer. Ooh, it's signed yours truly, the man from Stamp, S-T-A-M-P.
What does that stand for?
Society Totally Against Mad Programmers. Ooh, we better get the mad programmer in here. We've got an irate viewer on our hands.
I think so.
Mad programmer, would you come in here, please? Mad programmer. Mad programmer, wait. What?
You called, Mad Frank?
What are you guys doing wearing dark glasses and carrying white canes?
What dark glasses? What white canes?
You guys watched the first segment of the movie, didn't you?
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You guys are blind, aren't you?
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. How many fingers am I holding up?
1.
3.
How many fingers?
4.
5.
You imbeciles, we told you not to watch the movie.
That's right. That meteor sequence would have an adverse effect on you.
You mean we have the measles?
Oh, no.
You guys, you get out of my sight.
But we already are out of your sight.
Well then get off the set.
Come on, let's go, Mad Programmer.
Oh, no. This is not good.
No.
This could only happen in America, Ichabod.
Your correction. Only in the Mad Frank studio in America, Mad Frank. Oh, ouch.
This is not good.
Get out of here.
Not.
Tom, there's one of those plants growing out there.
Where?
It's on the ledge by the cone.
about this? I'm coming with you.
Keep behind me. There's no sense in getting killed by a plant.
I thought you didn't care what happened to you anymore.
I don't. But I picked a much pleasanter way to die.
It was here. I know it was here.
Come on, let's get back inside.
It's all right.
Ici Paris. Bulletin in English. Because of worldwide disruption, it is impossible for delegates to gather. Paris itself, with its millions of helpless inhabitants, has become dangerous. This will be our last broadcast. There is no one here who can see. There is no one left.
There's nothing, Bill. We're lost, aren't we, Bill?
Let me see that map again.
Bill, look! Thank goodness, Mr. Cocker! But you are not Mr. Cocker.
You can see.
You do.
Well, do you live near here?
5 kilometers.
Well, show us the way.
Miss Durant, thank heavens.
Mr. Cocker, this is Mr. Mason and Susan.
Hello.
Oh, you found some more? Miss Cocker, this is Mr. Mason and Susan.
How do you do, Miss Cocker?
They can see. Oh, good. I do hope you'll stay and help us.
How many blind people do you have here?
About 40. But you must be very hungry.
My sister and I were touring France. We collided with Miss Durant's car. Both our cars were ruined. No one was badly hurt. But we were all three under sedation that night.
Thanks to Miss Durant, the chateau became a hospital. Yes, a tragic irony. The sick stayed well, and the healthy became blind. Your daughter is very sleepy. Come along, my dear.
Good night, Daddy.
How old is your daughter, Miss Mason?
Susan is not my daughter. We found each other in London, and since then we've sort of been stuck with each other.
There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all friends here. Bettina, I want you to meet Susan. She's an English girl who's just arrived.
Hello, Susan. Hello.
I brought her to you, Bettina, because she still feels strange here, and you speak English. I'll call by later and tuck you in.
But you can't see. How can you tell? I'm finding I can tell a great many things. I think it's the way people react when you touch them. And you've got a good sense of humor, too. I can tell because you've got the nicest love lines around your mouth. I'll tell you something else, too. We're going to be good friends.
Until things get back to normal, you are welcome to stay here and help us.
The past few days, I've seen London, Paris, and a lot in between. Things are never going back to normal.
So I've tried to impress on Miss Durant.
I have faith, Mr. Mason.
Faith is fine, Miss Durant, but we'll need a lot more than that if we're going to survive.
Why shouldn't we survive?
Well, in France alone, there's over 50 million people, almost every one of them blind. There's going to be starvation, fire, pestilence. Anyone caught in the middle of it doesn't stand a chance. I think we ought to get out of here and go on to Spain.
How can you know it's any better there?
I don't.
And even so, how could we get all the people there?
We couldn't.
Mr. Mason, you are just running away.
Look, Miss Durant, I've told you what things are like. If you sit here with your eyes closed and let this thing run over you, you're the one who's running away.
Perhaps you'll change your mind. I hope you and Susan will decide to stay and help us. Good night.
The lights are on again.
Yes, they've got the electricity going.
Who turned all the lights on?
Oh, what could happen, Mr. Coker? France is back to normal. Maybe I can reach someone on the phone. They have the lights on?
Yes, isn't it wonderful?
Hello? Hello?
I'm afraid you won't get an answer, Miss Durant.
Why are you so sure I won't get an answer?
I put some fuel in the auxiliary motor for the generator, and as long as it lasts, we'll have light. But there's nothing I can do about the phone. Cortex of the root system.
It's good to see you working again, Tom.
I assure you, it's not for the greater glory of science. I just want us to survive.
We will.
Damn it all, I'm not even a botanist.
Is it a plant or an animal?
Who knows? It doesn't seem to have any central nervous system. No circulation.
Then how does it move?
All plants move. They don't usually pull themselves out of the ground and chase you. We could find out how this thing functions. We might figure out an easier way of killing it.
Look, you must get some sleep.
There's no time.
Just an hour. Then I'll wake you, I promise. Tom, you really must get some sleep. Sleep now. I'll wake you in an hour. Well, it got out. They regenerate.
It's like annelids, like worms. Cut them in half and you can't kill them. There's no telling how many of them are out there. Get the hammer and nails.
Being nailed in your own coffin.
Hello, I'm Tony Tilton. I'm General Manager of MCAM, Moorhead Community Access Media. MCAM is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we bring you the Moorhead Access channels throughout the city of Moorhead and in the whole metro on Cable 1. MCAM is in major need of replacing some aging gear, so we're asking for your help. MCAM does what it can with a small budget, but now we need some help, and so we're having a capital campaign. MCAM is hoping to raise around $10,000 for equipment needed and several thousand more for streaming and for programming purchases. We appreciate your help, so please go to our website, moorheadaccess.org, and click on the donate button to directly donate via PayPal. MCAM looks forward to providing you with local and regional coverage of what you enjoy. Thank you for your donation to Moorhead Community Access Media. The Moorhead Access channel can be seen 24/7 all over the world. Moorhead Access is live streaming everywhere, so you can see us on anything with web access. Use your phone, tablet, computer, smart TV, or web-accessible DVD player to see us on whatever size screen you want. Just go to moorheadaccess.org and click on the big live stream button. Then click on the viewer, that's it. Go to moorheadaccess.org and click to live stream the Moorhead Access channel. Slapstick, gut-busting, hilarious classic films. Funny Fridays feature the best of classic comedy on Access Channel 99. Hope and Crosby, Danny Kaye, Cary Grant, Abbott and Costello, and many more are featured on Funny Fridays. Check the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune into Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire Metro on Cable 1. Funny Fridays on Access Channel 99.
Back on the island, Dr. Goodwin harpoons this Triffid, then he dissects it, and while he and his wife were sleeping, it walks away.
It was probably sleepwalking.
Say, do you have any idea where this plant came from?
No, I don't. It was here during the last segment.
Well, I don't even remember seeing it.
I think it's a Triffid.
A Triffid.
A Triffid?
Ooh, I think I know where this came from. Uh-oh. Mad Programmer, Billy Jabber, you two get in here right now. Right. You get in.
You called, Mad Frank?
You required our presence.
What can you guys tell me about this plant?
What plant? We don't see any plant.
No, there's no plant. We're as blind as two mice. Two blind mice.
You imbeciles, you'd make up excuses for anything. You know what we need? We need a plant pathologist.
Did I hear someone say they need a plant pathologist?
Well, Dr. Philodendron.
Oh, glad to see you. Glad to see you.
You remember Ichabod?
Of course,
Mr. Bud. The Mad Programmer and Billy Jabber.
Hi, Dr. O'Dendron. Nice meeting you.
So what seems to be the trouble here?
Well, it's this plant. We don't know what it is.
Well, let's have a look. Oh, yes, this appears to be a Triffid, yes.
It's a Triffid.
It's a Triffid.
A Triffid?
Ooh, I wonder how it got here.
There haven't been any meteor showers around here lately, have there?
Well, only in the movie.
Well, that's good enough. And has anyone gone blind as a result of this shower?
Yeah, we can't see a thing.
Nothing.
But Howard Keel in the movie hasn't gone blind.
Howard Keel is in this movie?
Yes.
Oh, I loved Howard Keel in the musical Oklahoma.
Yeah, he had the lead role.
Yeah, I remember him.
I do too.
We must do a tribute to Howard Keel.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, where tornadoes sweep across the plain.
Wait a minute. Howard Keel wasn't the lead role in Oklahoma. It was Gordon McRae.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, then we must do a tribute to Gordon McRae.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, where tornadoes sweep across the plain, and the Triffids we eat, they taste so sweet, and the flavor drives us all insane.
Oklahoma, every day my honey bun and I sit alone and talk, and sometimes gawk at the Triffids that are rambling by. I was meant for this land, and this land of...
Bettina, what are you doing out here?
I wanted to talk to you, Mr. Mason.
But you shouldn't be wandering around by yourself.
But I had to talk to you, just for a minute. Is it true you're going to leave us? To go to Spain?
Yes.
But what about the rest of us?
Bettina, the only way I can help is to try to find some real help. And I can't do it by staying here.
Then you're coming back to us?
Yes. If I can.
I hope you do come back.
Come on, I better get you back inside.
Triffid.
A what?
A Triffid. The original Triffid, the kind I saw in a greenhouse several years ago, was known to have come to Earth in a meteorite. This reappearance must have been caused by the meteorite explosion of the other night.
Why should they attack people?
Most plants thrive on animal waste, but I'm afraid this mutation possesses an appetite for the animal itself. This must be how they propagate.
There are millions of them.
One light wind and they're everywhere.
Susan, where's Miss Durant?
In there. Bill, wait. There's something I've got to tell you.
Later, Susan. Miss Durant.
Give me a moment, Mr. Mason. Please sit down.
Now, look, Miss Durant. Now, whether you like it or not, we're going to have to pack up and leave.
Did you bring some more supplies?
You tell her, Mr. Coker.
Mason's quite right, Miss Durant. In the next 24 hours, the vicinity will be swarming with Triffids.
Well, I cannot leave all these people here to die. I grew up with them. They are my friends. Don't you understand?
Listen.
Bill, it's that plane again. It's back. It flew over here before, Bill. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Come on, Coker.
He's saying something about Toulon, the naval base being a rescue center.
Toulon. Of course, the French base in the Mediterranean near Marseille.
Yes. He's dead. It's my ankle. I can't go on.
Oh, come on, I'll tell you.
Coker?
What's going on? What is it?
Some men. Convicts, I think. They've taken all the girls in there and made them dance with them. They brought all kinds of food and whiskey.
Well, how many are there?
I don't know, but there's a lot.
And they can see?
Yes.
Where's Miss Durant?
She's in there with them. But Bill, they said they'd kill anyone who...
Stay here and lock all the doors. But don't open for anyone but me,
Not one of us.
Come on. Susan, open up.
I can't open it!
Susan, you're up there to side.
Return to the range for Western Wednesdays on Moorhead Access. Classic Westerns featuring John Wayne, Roy Rogers, The Lone Ranger, Randolph Scott, and many more are featured on Western Wednesdays. Find the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your local listing. Watch Western Wednesdays on Moorhead Access.
Steve Reeves, Gordon Scott, Reg Park, all featured as Hercules on Sword and Sandals Cinema. Classic toga and leather films where the cake is all beef and the monsters need stone columns thrown on them. Lip sync is but a dream and ladies in waiting are always in gowns on Sword and Sandals Cinema. Get the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your local listings. Sword and Sandals Cinema on Moorhead Access.
Vampires, werewolves, and spooky, scary skeletons. Let your bones rattle with spooky cinema on Moorhead Access. Classics featuring Bela Lugosi, Boris Karloff, Christopher Lee, and more. Get the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your local listings.
Spooky cinema on Morehead Access. Six guns, frontier justice, and bare-knuckle disagreements. Saddle up for Sagebrush Cinema on Morehead Access. Classic westerns featuring John Wayne, Roy Rogers, The Lone Ranger, Randolph Scott, and many more featured on Sagebrush Cinema. Corral the schedule at moreheadaccess.org or check your local listings. Sagebrush Cinema.
For Monsieur Coquet, sprayed by a Triffid. How's our plant doing?
Well, Mad Frank, I really don't think it's a Triffid. It hasn't even winked at me since it arrived.
That's surprising. Oh, look at the mail coming right in. Perfect landing. This comes from Amanda. Dear Mad Frank, I really love your show and your movies. My friend Melissa and I are about as abnormal as you. Well, I kind of like that part.
Mad Frank,
what?
The plant moved.
It didn't move.
Yes, it did.
What, are you saying that the plant walked?
No, it didn't walk, but it moved.
Listen, you're taking this movie too seriously.
You may be
this
right,
is from
Frank.
This is from Jill Westra. Dear Mad Frank, the last show you had was just great. I have a request. I'd like to see the original Frankenstein or Dracula movie. Tell Miss Frizzy and Icky. Oh! Dr. Odendron! Dr. Odendron!
The thing I said to you back to the chateau, I had no right to say them.
Well, makes you feel any better. I probably would have said the same thing under the circumstances. Feel guilty,
Maybe.
You know why?
Why?
Because you survived. Bettina, Coker, and all the rest dead. And you're alive, and you wonder why.
That's exactly right.
I know the feeling. In the war, you get a ship shot up from underneath you. All your friends gone, only a handful left. You ask yourself, why me? Why not someone better?
Where will we go in Spain?
Well, there's a big American naval base in southern Spain, in Cadiz. They're equipped for disaster. They get supplies, they're disciplined.
So were the French at Toulon?
Negative.
5% nitric acid solution, negative.
It's not that I expected a miracle. I didn't think we'd find a magic bullet, but nothing, absolutely nothing seems to affect this tissue.
They live, they grow, they take nourishment. They have sensory response, they absorb and expend energy. No matter what they're made of, there must be something that'll interrupt their life cycle.
Well, fundamentally, it's a simple problem, like finding a weed killer. No help out there. There'd be nothing in the air for days.
Can't help thinking about that last radio call from Devonport. The way the place caught fire and blew up like that, it was like listening to the end of the world.
Well, it's not the end of the world. Not quite yet. There's an answer here in front of us. There has to be.
If we're going to find the answer, we'd better find it pretty soon.
What are they doing out?
They're staring in at us like guards outside a condemned cell.
Let's get through this checklist again.
Right.
good horse. You must be tired. I'm going to find you some fresh green grass. Bill, may I go and look at the fair?
All right, but don't wander off. If we can find something, we're going to eat right away,
You have never been married?
No.
Why?
Guess I've never been in one spot long enough to get caught.
And now you are saddled with a family.
It might have its points. Suzanne!
Look what I found.
Well, we could use it. We'll take it.
But our horse, we can't leave him.
Well, we leave him in the field somewhere, and he'll have plenty of food. He'll be fine.
No, we can't leave him all alone. I won't go.
Now, Susan, be reasonable. We can't take him with us.
Don't let him, Christine. It isn't fair. It's mean. He doesn't have any right.
But it is not Bill's fault, Susan. He's only doing what's right for all of us. He'll never hurt you, never, if he can help it. You know that.
I know.
I think so.
What's the matter, Bill?
I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Hello, is anybody here?
Please, please, come in. Come in. Oh, God. Teresa! Teresa, ven pronto. Ha llegado gente, pueden ver. Nos ayudarán. I knew it, that's my rope. Luis de la Vega.
I'm Bill Mason, Mrs. Susan and Mr. Rand.
But please, Teresa, 3 guests. This is my wife, Teresa.
Welcome. Now we know that we are not the only 2 people left in this part of the world.
I believe that someone will arrive to help us. That's why I put up the rope. You see, we are expecting a baby and we need someone who can help. Perhaps the 2 ladies could.
You can't see. Both seem so natural.
My wife has been blind for many years. Now she's teaching me how to get around. But you ladies will stay and help her.
Of course we will.
Please, please be seated, all of you. I'll go and get some food.
We'll help. Come along, Susan.
We were trying to get to Cadiz.
But you don't know about that.
Know about what?
They had to evacuate the naval base.
Well, they did? How?
By submarine. I heard it on my radio. Some submarines that were submerged during the night of the meteorites, their entire crews were all right. I tried to contact them with my transmitter, but something went wrong. I can neither transmit nor receive.
Well, let's take a look at it. Maybe I can fix it.
Oh, are you familiar?
Yes. As the first mate, I have to at least have a working knowledge of it.
From the Gibraltar Rescue Center. Final survivor pickup will be on Saturday at Alicante. We repeat our warning. Vast bands of Triffids are roaming the area. Do not travel at night. Barricade all doors. We repeat our warning. Do not travel at night. Barricade all doors. Final survivor pickup will be on Saturday at Alicante.
Well, that's tomorrow. We'll leave the first thing in the morning. That'll work. Now, when I tell you, turn that switch, Okay, Susan, turn it on. Well, it works. All right, Susan, you can turn it off now. Baby born?
Yes, it's a boy.
How is he?
Fine.
And the mother?
She's weak, but I suppose that's to be expected.
Bill! Hey, that's Susan.
Look!
Susan, go turn on the switch. Weakening. Susan, get back to the Don't have enough power. Come on.
Watch the Access Mystery Movie on Moorhead Access with classic thrills from Bulldog Drummond, Sherlock Holmes, Dick Tracy, and many more. Don't fall off the edge of your seat and don't be caught off guard. Find the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your cable listing. Access Mystery Movies on Moorhead Access. Life, love, and tears are all on Moorhead Access on Access Drama. Featuring some of the classics of Hollywood and stars like Cary Grant and Jimmy Stewart. Access Drama is on Moorhead Access. Get the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your local listings. Watch Access Drama on Moorhead Access.
The Moorhead Access channel can be seen 24/7 all over the world. Moorhead Access is live streaming everywhere so you can see us on anything with web access. Use your phone, tablet, computer, smart TV, or web-accessible DVD player to see us on whatever size screen you want. Just go to moorheadaccess.org and click on the big live stream button. Then click on the viewer, that's it. Go to moorheadaccess.org and click to live stream the Moorhead Access channel. Hello, I'm Tony Tilton. I'm General Manager of MCAM, Moorhead Community Access Media. MCAM is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we bring you the Moorhead Access channels throughout the city of Moorhead and in the whole metro on Cable 1. MCAM is in major need of replacing some aging gear, so we're asking for your help. MCAM does what it can with a small budget, but now we need some help, and so we're having a capital campaign. MCAM is hoping to raise around $10,000 for equipment needed and several thousand more for streaming and for programming purchases. We appreciate your help, so please go to our website, moorheadaccess.org, and click on the donate button to directly donate via PayPal. MCAM looks forward to providing you with local and regional coverage of what you enjoy. Thank you for your donation to Moorhead Community Access Media.
You know, these people on the island are dead bent on finding a weed killer against this Triffid.
When they could have set fire to the Triffids and turned them into flaming eggplant.
Say, I'm wondering why that Triffid on this set never affected us. What do you suppose it was?
I bet it could have been George's flame.
Maybe it was the fire. Hey, Dr. Philodendron, come in here a moment. I think we've discovered something.
What is it, Mad Frank?
Well, we were just wondering if we think that the flame has some effect on the plant.
Absolutely not. Fire has no effect on the behavior of this plant.
You mean if we blew out his flame, it wouldn't affect the behavior of the plant?
Not at all.
Well then, there, did that affect it?
No, of course not.
Nothing. Yeah, well,
There you have it. Blowing out his flame didn't affect the Triffids one bit.
Now we're going to have to think of something else.
I don't know.
Maybe loading it up in a pickup and hauling it down to the landfill?
No, spray.
Spray. That's an idea, spray.
No, what about dynamite?
Dynamite.
We can blow it up. Dynamite.
Yeah, dynamite.
Why do they keep coming back?
I don't know, Susan. And there must be some reason.
Maybe they can hear us.
Hey, maybe that's it. Maybe it's sound that attracts them. That generator. Come on, Susan. You're right. It's sound that attracts them. But if sound leads them to us, it can lead them away, too.
Like the Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Yeah, like the Pied Piper. Susan, you've hit it. Come on. Now, when it's gone, open up the gates and take off. But until then, no noise at all. All right? Now, come on.
What about you?
I'll see you in Alicante. Winter's up, hmm?
Miss, we're sailing.
The submarine will depart in 5 minutes. Our life rafts will continue to search for survivors.
This is the Gibraltar Rescue Center for the Mediterranean area. Our pickup at Alicante has been made on schedule. This is the final rescue operation for the present. Stay tuned to this wavelength for further bulletins. Repeat. Stay tuned to this wavelength for further bulletins.
How far is Gibraltar?
Too far to swim. Let's get back to work. Get away from that window. Stop staring at them. I'm sorry, Kieran. I'm sorry. water's dissolving them!
Seawater. 2/3 of the earth is covered with it. You hunt and you search, and all the while the answer's right in front of you.
A simple method had been found to destroy the Triffids. Seawater, from which life on Earth had sprung, became the means of preserving life on Earth. Mankind survived, and once again had reason to give thanks.
Classic Kung Fu films featured on Moorhead Access with Chopsaki Cinema. Watch the action legends of Kung Fu at their best on Moorhead Access. Get the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your local listings. Chopsaki Cinema on Moorhead Access. Watch the Access Mystery Movie on Moorhead Access with classic thrills from Bulldog Drummond, Sherlock Holmes, Dick Tracy, and many more. Don't fall off the edge of your seat and don't be caught off guard. Find the schedule at moorheadaccess.org or check your cable listing. Access Mystery Movies on Moorhead Access. Slapstick, gut-busting, hilarious classic films. Funny Fridays feature the best of classic comedy on Access Channel 99. Open Crosby, Danny Kaye, Cary Grant, Abbott and Costello, and many more are featured on Funny Fridays. Check the schedule at moorheadaccess.org and tune into Access Channel 99 on Moorhead Cable or on Digital Channel 68 in the entire Metro on Cable 1. Funny Fridays on Access Channel 99.
Can you believe that, Ichabod? They killed off the Triffids by spraying them with salt water.
Salt water? Why didn't we think of that? That just goes to show.
Goes to show what?
Well, you can kill anything with a pinch of salt.
You mean with a wet pinch of salt?
Hi, Mad Frank. Is the movie over yet?
Hey, you guys can see again.
Yeah. It's the strangest thing. We were eating this saltwater taffy, and then...
Bingo! We can see again. We are so happy.
Saltwater taffy? Why didn't we think of that?
Mad Frank, look at this plant. I accidentally sprinkled some salt on from this salt shaker and kaput, Ende.
Salt shaker? Why didn't we think of that? Well, looks like this movie's over, and it's all night. We are concluding everything, boys.
It's a happy ending.
Yes, it is a happy ending.
Well, I think
thanks for coming down.
Must be going, Mad Frank. Thank you.
Bad program.
Yeah, no more salt-free
Come
diet.
on. Oh, well, all's well that ends well. Right, George? Yeah. Let me get my cape and we'll move out of here. Harvey, how'd you like the movie?
It was good, but I ate some vegetables and they don't seem to agree with me.
That's no problem. Just gargle with salt water.
Why didn't I think of that?
Why didn't I think of that? Yes, Miss Fizzy. Time to say night-night, isn't it? Yes. I know you liked the film too, didn't you? She really is the salt of the earth. Speaking of salt, so good luck, and just in case. Good night. Well, Miss Frizzy, day of the Triffids. You know, when I walk into a supermarket from now on and go to the produce section, I'm going to have a hard time looking at the greens. When they spray that produce with that little fine spray, do you suppose they have salt water in there? I don't know. Tough day of the Triffids. I don't think I can ever eat salad again. You know, Did you hear that? You must be deaf. Those plants, they were pretty tall, and they could walk at a speed of...